individuals living here barely live in $1 a day.
Outside there, the life was so difficult. Even some boys used to die there. Yeah.
What I can say, in this area of ours, in Nyalenda, girls, we are being mistreated, you know.
When I came here, they decided to change my life from the back then to someone. Yeah.
I've got help from this Yatima. I'm very happy for that because I was not somebody.
We are deeply rooted in the community, in the slum, where we reach out to people one-on-one.
And he shared with me and told me, can we? And I said, sure, we can. So we asked ourselves a question, where are they going? Girls were getting married, the boys were getting to the streets. Here we are.
Welcome to Yatimahope community-based organization. Feel at home. This is where we have our activities. I'll show you around. Welcome. My name is Collins Ochieng, the founder director Yatimahope community-based organization. Yatimahope community-based organization. It's based within a slum in Nyalenda.
I'm Bernard Sigunga, the programs coordinator for Yatima. While we were growing up within the slums of Nyalenda, there were challenges here and there that we faced, that we saw others facing.
A lot of issues and chaos. So the domestic violence arises at early stage when these teens are still growing up. So we find a lot of girls are abused physically, they are abused sexually, and HIV has also taken a center stage, both on adults and also on children.
So we thought something has to be done, and we stood a better position to do it. Key to such was the rate of school dropout. Girls dropping out because of teen pregnancy. So we asked ourselves a question, where are they going? Girls were getting married, the boys were getting to the streets. Here we are. Yeah?
The situation at home was very hard. Yeah, you can find some. My mom is not working, maybe my dad was not around.
We found it very important to reach out to this person in need. We offer some empowerment to the community to be self-independent. It's based on health, education, and socio-economical.
With a two-pronged intervention targeting both in the street and the young girls who got pregnant. So that is the motivation behind the being of Yatima.
We do have a street outreach program. When we do a street outreach program, we go to the streets where these children sleep, where these children live, and the most places where they're found. So upon reaching them, we always have a share talk. We talk about health-related issues. We talk about individual feelings, and more so, we get to know the reason why they're in the streets. So based on that, we always have one-on-one so that they can open up to share much about the reason why they're there. So most reasons why these children are in the streets and the most challenges they face that makes them end up at Yatima is lack of food. There is also lack of shelter. They sleep in the streets. health-related issues, dynamics, that they get sick in the streets, no one cares for them, no medication, and also they want that family love.
So our theory of change was rescue, rehabilitate, reintegrate.
Yeah.
It's a 3-stage system, yeah? We rescue them from the street, we bring them to this home. Once we bring them here, we take them through a rigorous counseling therapy sessions with an aim to rehabilitate them from usage of drugs and substances that they had been exposed to, and to tell them about how best and how beautiful it is to live within your family, within your community, and how best it is to get back to school.
Even the day that they asked me if I could go back to school, and I was very excited. And I accepted to, because I knew maybe I would change my life when I accept to go back to school.
You see, we talked about teen pregnancy, unemployment, and insecurity. You know, they're intermarried. When these young boys and girls drop out of school, they don't get employed because they have no skills at all. They don't get employed. The number of unemployment increases. Because they're not employed, they look at the individuals who are employed to be having money and they don't have. The insecurity comes in, yeah? Once the insecurity comes in, they steal from these people. They have some cash, flowing cash, which they didn't work for, yeah? This cash, which they didn't work for, they use to lure young girls, you know, because these young girls equally come from households with very mega economic capacity. And so it's a vicious circle. It keeps, drop out of school, get the girls pregnant, steal from the people, so it's becomes a chronic condition within the community. The society we live in is quite dependent on who earns. Who earns. Whoever earns is the person who is able to support the family. Becomes the breadwinner. So if we support as a family, if we give skills to that individual who is able to support the family, then we support the family. We have specific households that we listed, the vulnerable households, and we brought them together, and we shared with them that when they pool resources together, the resources are helpful to them. So we do something called VCL, Voluntary Savings and Loan. They bring their resources together, and those resources, they loan themselves from money.
We started a group called Girls Nyale. That is, Nyale is empowering, girls empowerment. Yeah. So we started that program like for girls, but right now we have 6. We recruited 2, so we are a total of 6. We normally get 200 shillings every Friday. We put in that chama so that it helps us to buy things. Like right now, I don't stay with my parents. I stay alone because of courtesy of that program.
We've had cases of youth or kids developing chronic illnesses as a result of unhealthy environments. So we do demonstrations because we cannot walk the whole of Nyali to play, but we just show them that it's important to keep the environment safe. And waste management, how best can they manage the waste and how best can they dispose of the waste.
these homes, you see these homes, and we don't have those dustbins and what. So the paper bag thing, you know, we need those things to put waste management, yeah. So at least our area can be clean, and those small infection like cholera and what should not remain in our place, yeah.
We also talk about high prevalence on HIV, AIDS, and GBV, and it is a matter of them coming together. We brought them together to form a support group so that they can get some healing process, they can get some counseling therapy at our organization.
We run school outreach programs, huh? So we go to school so that we tell them not to go to street, yeah. We tell girls how not to get pregnant
At an early stage.
at an early age. Because we know one reason as to why kids drop out of school, teen pregnancy and all that, is because there are certain information that they lack. So those are the information that we try to bring forth in schools, so that they are strengthened in school, they remain in school. When a girl remains in school, there is delayed sexual debut. The delayed sexual debut results into an empowered girl, educated girl. Educated girl results into educated community. When the girl remains in school, the boys equally will remain in school.
As well. Yeah.
So that brings us to an empowered community, so that there's certain leverage at some point. Girls are able to negotiate for whatever they want on a leveled playground, so that boys don't take advantage of girls, because communally the boys have been elevated higher, and that gives them an upper hand in terms of negotiations, so that they become the decision makers on everything. So when girls are empowered, then boys equally become empowered, and there is a leverage in how things are handled within the community.
With us, we felt it is right to link up with local authorities, the national government, that is the police, so that we may try to calm this community and also to bring down that rate of high insecurity. It is a problem, but we found a solution to it so that we may come together. Instead of sending and maybe ignoring these young people, we give them support, we give them that leeway to know that what I'm doing is wrong, but we need to do it this way. So we do capacity building.
So basically, those are our points of focus.
My name is Franco Dur Omoni. Came from C.B.O. Yeah, and I was in the street for around 4 years. During that time, I was 9 years old. The challenges are many there, because you can find even someone killing one another, or you find they are fighting one another. All those challenges, they made me not even to be there. Yeah. Because even me, I was thinking that I can face those things, but I decided to change my life from there.
You know, the street kids have their leadership structure. Yeah, there's a leadership structure within the streets. They have their chairman, yeah? They have the chairman who you have to go to. You cannot just go to the street and start talking to them without going through the leadership system. The most vulnerable are the younger ones, the ones who are just coming in. Yeah?
From the streets.
2 weeks, 3 months into the streets. They're the most vulnerable because they're exposed to a lot of dangers and risks. They're being molested. They're subjected to harsh weather conditions. Yeah. They're not able to fend for themselves. Getting basic meals they don't know how to survive in the street. So they suffer a lot. They hang on the senior street kids who utilize such opportunities to abuse them.
Me, I used to advise them. Yeah, even if there are some boys who are using drugs, I used to tell them that these drugs are not good. They affect people. Yeah, they can make you even do wrong thing, even if you're good. I told them even I need their life to change. Even I was like them before, but I decided to change. Even then they can be like me. Yeah. I used to just encourage them, to give them courage, so that one time they can be someone. Yatimahope used to visit our place there. Now, when they came there, they used to give us food, some clothes. Yeah, I used to get clothes, food, and somewhere to sleep. I used to be here, and they give me everything. But even now, I have some challenges in school because I lack like school fees. I could even need the support, more support, so that I can finish my secondary school. Yeah. Some boys used to come, but they are not getting place to sleep. No, we need the house to be, even they can hide it, so that even whenever the boys came, they can get somewhere to sleep. Even the beds that we have there, some nowadays they are not good. Yeah, some boys, they have nowhere to sleep. Now we could need more support from there. My dream is I wanted to be an advocate, a lawyer. That was my big dream. Yeah.
My name is Mercy Afandi. I come from Nyalenda slums. I'm a beneficiary of Yatima group. I got pregnant when I was 9. I was still young, so I was not capable of helping my kid because I was not working. So I came to Collins 4 years ago for assistance. Then Collins told me that if I want to be assisted, I had to be a very strong woman and a go-getter. So Collins helped me to get my kid to school. She used to buy me clothes for my kid before I got entrepreneur. I'm happy for my kid. She is now going to grade 5. There are some kids here that are not going to school because they are still not exposed to this program. I want us to do a lot of projects. What I can say, in this area of ours, Nyalenda, girls, we are being mistreated. I just want to empower even the young girls. I need that group of our 6 girls. We need to get to be, I think, around 20. So if you get 20, the empowership will empower a lot of women. These girls, they are married, but that marriage, it's not a good marriage though. Violence and what, but they're still stuck in those marriages because they don't know how to express themselves. This one is married but has this problem, he has kids. The kids are not even going to school though. So we need this program, Yatima, I think it should enlarge so that it can accommodate even both girls and boys. Yeah.
As an institution, we've had our internal challenges. Majorly, our challenges emanate from inadequate resources. The accommodation bit, the space we have is so limited. Can't accommodate a number because we only have 6 beds. Meaning, if the number is high, the way it is today, there are kids sharing a bed. Even currently we have kids sharing a bed. We have kids here who eat, they get sick, they get housed, they need to be clothed, all the basic requirements. So we have not been able to provide that adequately. That is why we refer. We would have wished to have these kids be in a health insurance scheme, so that whenever they get sick, we really don't need to ask for support from any other person. For those who are willing to go back to school, we found that the families are not able to support much. We need to reach out to more schools. We need to have teachers empowered. Teachers empowered on how to be child-friendly. Teachers allowing kids who are on HIV medications to go to school, to go to clinic during their clinic days, so that they're not victimized because they missed classes. We need to have caregivers on board, the caregivers who are trusted to support the rehabilitated kids. How best do they support one another? We need to have support group for these caregivers so that they're able to come together and share their experiences. We'd have wished to do a lot. We don't have a donor who supports directly our services and activities continuously or consistently. Basically, provision of basic needs for the kids has been an issue. We depend on individual donors or individual people who come in to support the well-wishers. Yeah? What we are doing isn't strange. It has been done with different organizations. But what are we doing differently that will make us unique? Yeah? We don't want to do it big way. We are doing it in a smaller way, but with high impact. Our bigger picture, the bigger picture of this agency is to have empowered, independent, and caring community. This we want so that it's passed from generation to generation. When a generation is empowered, the next generation will become empowered, caring, and they will realize the self-dependence. We live in I am, I have, I can. It's a three-pronged thing. Yeah? I have, what do we have? I can, what are we able to do? I am, who are you? Have you realized your potential? Have you reached your self-actualization? Yeah? So that you are empowered in a broader spectrum to an extent that you understand who you are, the support system you have, and what you are able to do with what you have. Moving forward, where we want to be.
We have a dream in 5 years. We're looking at us in 5 years to be independent, to be partnering with the friends and also donors who are focusing on independency. Right now, our community has become our donor because they belong, we belong. We are looking at us in 5 years to be having a spacious place whereby we can have more space for boys and a rescue center fit for both gender, both female and male. Because right now we are locking out so many girls who wish to be with us. We are referring them to other facilities. But our dream is to have a space whereby we can have girl child program running on and the boy child program running on at the same time. If we can secure food security, a farm for agriculture, a place where we can have our own food for security purposes. We are looking at us in 5 years' time, whereby when our children fall sick or the community falls sick, instead of running in the middle of the night, reaching out to the facilities where are still far from our reach, we are looking at us in a manner that we can have a clinic or even a small room within the compound where our community is or where our children are, so that they can get immediate medical attention. We are also looking into 5 years' time. We can be having a structural a room whereby we can offer some handwork skills for this youth. They are growing and they are stepping up to become youth or young adults. We don't want to throw them to the streets, but we want to show them they can gain handful skills so that they can be independent outside the center, within the community, but at the end of the day, they become independent. That is how we're looking at us in some 5 years to come.